Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Ryan Horror, not horror, so don't get it twisted, boo. Hi guys, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, amazing Wednesday, amazing week, because I am going to be uploading this on Wednesday. I hope you guys did watch my previous video when I went over the case of Aisha Degree, and I apologize in this video because I was mispronouncing her name. This week I'm actually going to be going over a brand new case. It was very mysterious, the circumstances throughout this whole case in my opinion, so I just had to post it and I had to talk about it. And by the way, this case is very recent, as you guys are about to hear. But today we're going to be covering the case of Mike VanZandt. I believe is how you pronounce his name. He was actually 36 years old when he went missing. He actually went missing on March 5th of 2016. So he actually went missing about 4 years ago. This is actually a really huge mystery, and where the family is currently trying to find answers right now. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'm Brian Horror. I post makeup, I post mystery, I post fashion videos, everything related to like Halloween I post on this channel. I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get right into this case. So Mike VanZandt was actually like a family man. He, I believe, had 2 or 3, and he had 3 kids. He was actually from Lancaster, California, so he's actually not really that far from me. Lancaster is maybe what, like a 25-30 minute drive from me, so it's actually really close by. It's kind of crazy to know that he was actually like really close to where I live. On the day of March 5th, 2016, Mike actually had decided to meet up with a couple of friends. They decided to go bar hopping in Hermosa Beach, California, which is actually from where I live. It's actually I believe 30-minute drive, so it's actually not that far as well. So he actually decided to go bar hopping with a couple of co-workers and friends, and they went on March 5th, 2016. They did actually go and see a UFC fight, but once the fight was over, that's when they actually decided to go and explore the other bars. So they actually got in line to American Junkie. American Junkie is actually one of the bars, because Hermosa Beach actually has like a strip of just basically bars and bars and bars and bars. And they were actually waiting in line to get into American Junkie. He was actually really busy that day because it was a Saturday and it was just packed. The weekends are packed at Hermosa. And he actually needed to use the restroom. They were waiting in line. So he actually told his co-workers that he was actually going to go run to a restroom really quick and be right back. He actually went right next door to a liquor store called Robert's Liquor to see if he could find a restroom. But there's actually CCTV footage, CCTV video of him actually going into the liquor, and I will try to post the videos if I can, but he is actually seen going into the liquor. His phone seems to be off, because I did watch his case also on Disappeared, which is a TV show about missing people, and they actually did say that his phone was already like dead by the time that he went into the liquor, because in the video you can actually see him trying to power his phone on, and apparently his phone was not turning on, so it was clearly dead. And in the process of not finding the restroom, he decides to go back to his friends, but while he was actually at the liquor store, they actually decided not to wait in line to get into American Junkie, and I believe they went next door to another bar, or I'm not 100% sure, but they ended up moving to another bar that was like a short line, and they actually tried contacting him. One of his friends actually says that they tried contacting him like over 20 times, calling him, but his phone was dead, so they weren't able to get a reach of him. So they basically were just going on throughout their whole night, basically enjoying it, maybe thinking that they were gonna run into him eventually, but he was actually trying to look for them when he went back, and he actually couldn't locate them. So for like the next few hours on the CCTV footage, we actually can see Mike actually walking around the whole pier, the whole bar, is looking for like hours. I believe it was like 2-3 hours that he was just trying to look for his friends. And there was actually a couple of times where they're like in the same frame of the camera, and they're like so close, but they actually never end up like seeing each other, or not. Like he never ends up like finding his friend, but they're seen in the video actually like not that far away from him. But since I guess it was a lot of people and it was really packed, it was really hard really hard for him to find his friends, especially not having his phone powered on. After he doesn't find his friends, he decides to actually go back to Robert's Liquor, and at this time he actually decides to purchase something to drink. I'm not exactly sure because they don't state online whether, or like on the report, whether he actually bought alcohol or he bought a soda or water, but it looks like maybe he might have bought an alcoholic beverage. You just see him once again walking the whole pier looking for his friends, but never ends up finding them. At around 11:27 p.m. he's caught again on the CCTV footage, and you can actually see him walking towards the beach to where he leaves a frame of the video and actually disappears, and no one actually sees him after that. That's one of the last sightings of Mike. People actually speculate that he was either walking towards the beach or he was actually walking north towards Manhattan Beach. So people actually don't know what direction he was walking in. They don't know if he maybe walked towards the pier or if he walked towards like the ocean. There's no evidence. There was never any evidence of him, like his clothing being left behind on the beach if he went for a swim. There's no evidence of foul play in this case, so it's actually very mysterious under the circumstances for his case, because there's no evidence of him anywhere. It's almost like as soon as he disappeared out of frame, he just basically vanished. Sunday, March 6th, the day after he actually disappears, Mike never returns to hotel, because when he went to Hermosa, California, he's actually not from there. He had previously visited before, but him and his co-workers actually decided to get a hotel. So he was staying at a hotel because they were going to go bar hopping that night and enjoy their night. But on March 6th, the day after, which is a Sunday, his friends actually go back to his hotel room and see that his car is still there. Mike hadn't returned to his hotel, and his car was still in the same spot that he had left it the previous day. So they actually end up going back, and that's when one of the coworkers ends up telling, I believe, his wife, who he was actually divorcing with, I believe, or his brother, I believe, they contacted to let them know that Mike had gone missing. So on Tuesday, which he went missing on Saturday, so on Tuesday evening, his brother and ex-wife actually fly over to LA. I know his brother actually flew over here to LA and actually goes and files a missing person report. They actually went to the Hermosa Police Department to report him missing, and the case opened then. The case was actually opened by Detective Joshua Droz, who is actually currently the detective still working on the case to this day. I actually will be putting the information later in the video and in the description. If you have any information that could help solve this case, I will be putting the information to contact the police department down below in the description box. The detective Joshua actually states that there is no evidence of foul play or a suicide attempt in his case, which is really weird that they have actually never been able to find any case. The detective actually did talk that if he might have gone in the water and drowned, that his body would actually float to the marina at Redondo Beach, but there was never any evidence. They had like people investigating in the water, they had helicopters. They actually didn't take his case seriously, because one thing that I did read about is that a week after he went missing, they brought in search dogs to sniff his scent to try to see if they could locate towards what direction he walked towards. But unfortunately, the scent dogs were only able to smell his scent by Robert's Liquor, and after that the scent basically disappears. And this happened a week later after he disappeared. And keep in mind that it was actually raining a little bit, and it was raining, I believe, a day after when he went missing, so all the evidence of his scent could have been easily washed away. I don't think the case was handled properly as it could have been, and maybe they could have found something a little bit more sooner than they had. There's a lot of speculation in this case. Honestly, this video is going to be really short because there's really nothing much to this case. Everything that I've researched, I've already talked about. Some people just speculate that he might have just had an accident and it was a cover-up, but like I said, there's no evidence. Or he could have maybe fallen off the pier, or got hit by a wave and taken in by the water. And when they actually went through his cell phone records, there's no more cell phone records after the day he went missing. There's no more calls that go through and come to that phone. He's not known to be suicidal or have any issues like that, so it was really weird because he does have kids. He was actually reported missing when he didn't show up to work, I believe on Monday. And also he missed his son's oral appointment because he was having surgery, and Mike would never ever miss his kid's surgery appointment. So that's when they had filed the missing report on Tuesday, the following day after. But ever since then, there has been no more new evidence in this case. His whereabouts are a mystery. So if you have any information that could bring the whereabouts of Mike VanZandt, you can contact the detective Joshua Droz. I will leave his number right here, and once again in the description box below. He's currently still missing. His case is still open, and I actually did frequently visit Hermosa Beach actually like a week or two ago, and I walked around the whole pier and I actually looked for myself. I even was at the Liquor and American Junkie. I was right in front, and it's just crazy to think that this guy just basically vanished off the face of the earth that night. All that is left are the memories that he's had with his family, and the last piece of footage that actually recorded him walking towards the beach, and after that we just don't have anything from there. His brother Tyler, I believe, actually moved. I forgot where exactly he's from, but he actually moved to Redondo Beach, and he currently resides in Redondo Beach, still searching for his brother. His family continuously works every day trying to make sure that they find some sort of closure or bringing him home, because he has kids who think about him that are affected by his presence not being there anymore, not being there for his kids, and his kids are actually currently growing up. It's really sad, honestly. I hope that this case gets more light to it. I hope there's more coverage in this case, because I just don't think there was enough coverage for his case, because the family needs answers. I hope you guys liked today's video. Please give this video a big thumbs up. I will be posting more every Wednesday, a new mystery. So I am, like I said, gonna be calling Where Are They Wednesdays. That's what I'm gonna be calling this series on my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Please share this video if you think it's gonna help. Leave a comment down below of a case maybe that you want me to go over that has not had enough coverage, I guess, and I will be going over it again. And I will be going over the case. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and be part of my Kawaii fam bam, horror fam. I would really appreciate it. We're almost to 100 subscribers, so I know we're gonna get there. We're almost there, so please subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I will be seeing you guys on the next video I will be posting. Bye guys.